Welcome to the 2019 Maryland State Cup Draw. My name is Brad Roos, and this is my fourth year as the State Cup Director. We are coming to you live from the Focal Point Studios in Baltimore, Maryland. I would like to thank all of the coaches, managers, families, but especially the players for attending today's event. This year we are again using Facebook Live as our platform for the draw, which allows for special shout-outs, comments, and questions to the studio, so keep them coming during the presentation and telecast. Many people are responsible for assisting with the Maryland Cup each year, which includes MSYSA board members, staff, and a countless number of volunteers. Please let the MSYSA office know if you would like to assist at any point during the competition. Now let's meet some of the board members and staff who are helping with the production of today's draw. First of all, for online support, we have Rob and Nathan. Our production staff today includes Marty and Sean, and the team from Focal Point, Zephan and Kane behind the scenes. Again, thanks guys for everything you guys are doing today. And our people that are assisting with the draw, Trish Heppelfinger, recently the retired executive director from the Maryland Soccerplex, along with Carrie, Robert, and our executive director from Maryland State Youth Soccer Association, Flo Egan. Again, thanks to all of you for doing that. After this short video, we'll be right back and have a conversation with one of Maryland's national championship coaches from last year.
Honestly, being a national champion is the best feeling in the world. I couldn't imagine being here, and it's finally happening, and yeah, it's the coolest moment. The experience overall was one I'll never forget. It was honestly the coolest experience of my life, and the luncheon was the coolest. Just everything overall was just amazing. It couldn't have been more perfect. Honestly, the people that you do it with make the whole trip. And you know, a lot of us have been playing together for a while, and you know, we had some new girls, and we all just came together, we clicked, it was perfect, we all got along great, and yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better team to come to the national championships with.
No, absolutely. We believe the McGuire Cup is one of the most special awards in all the country, not just because it's been around for forever, but because of the teams that have hoisted it. We committed ourselves to that goal. They've been a tough group all year, played good soccer, but really just a team that finds ways to win in the end, and I thought that's what we did all week. To be honest, we didn't play our best soccer over the 4 days, but we found ways to win each game. They're a tough group, but it feels pretty special for this group to be so close the last couple of years, and then in their final year of club soccer with the biggest prize on the line, be able to get it done.
Oh my goodness! I mean, just what USU Soccer does, right? Between State Cup, regionals, National League, and nationals, they do such an amazing job. I think they make the boys feel so professional. You know, just not only with the facilities, refs, and just everything they do, it's such a professional level. To be honest with you, that was our final goal, just make it to nationals. I don't think that we were prepared to be the national champions, but obviously it's such a great feeling and just a sense of pride of these boys just working so hard. to make it through.
Welcome back. Just a reminder that throughout the presentation today, please make sure you send in comments, questions, shout outs. And also during the presentation, we will have questions that you can answer for prizes as you return back to us, as we want this to be an interactive show for today. Thanks again. 2018 was quite a year for Maryland youth soccer. Beginning with the unbelievable competition in our state, we won 6 out of 6 regional finals, clearly the best showing in the East region. We swept the U12 divisions, Montgomery Rush Coyotes Blue in the girls, and FC USA in the boys. In addition, regional champions from Maryland were the U13 girls Pipeline Pre-Academy, the 17U boys from Olney Rangers, and the U18 and U19 boys from the Baltimore Celtic. At the national tournament, we took home 2 championships, both from the Baltimore Celtic U18 and U19, along with 2 bronze medals from the U13 girls Pipeline Pre-Academy and the 17U girls from Premier Navy. In addition, the Premier Navy girls, now in the U18 division, have already secured another berth in this year's national tournament due to their winning the National League earlier this year. Today, we are very lucky to have with us a very successful longtime coach from the current 19U national champions, Baltimore Celtic, Brandon Carranza. Brandon, welcome and thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Brett.
The Maryland State Cup is the beginning stage of the National Championship Series. What has been your experience during the competition in the past?
Amazing experience. Obviously, I've played in the State Cup as a youth player from an early age, and I remember the anticipation, the feeling of getting into that spring season and knowing that competition was coming up, how that felt as a player, and honestly, not much has changed since I've become a coach. Your whole year kind of builds up to just playing in the state. You're working on from September on, trying to build a team that you think can be competitive, trying to ramp up your training habits when it gets to that important part of the year, and then hope to be successful in one of the best states in the country in that competition. So it's a major challenge. You design your whole program and your year around to perform well, and then you hope you're lucky enough at that time to be playing your best soccer and compete well.
Good. So last year, Maryland was really successful at the regional and national tournament, probably unparalleled success. So again, you talked a little bit about it already. How tough is the competition just to get out of our state?
Well, we were talking earlier before this. Many times it's equally as difficult to get out of the state of Maryland as it is to win the entire national championship. We talk about it all the time. We appreciate that fact. It's kind of a double-edged sword. On one side, you have a state where you could have a fantastic team, and some of the better teams I've had haven't even qualified for regional competitions just because the level of the state. But the other side of it is when you're playing that competition at that level, it helps you prepare you, right? So when you get through the state of Maryland, if you're lucky enough to, and you go into the regionals, you're used to playing quality games against good opponents. You're used to having to figure out to win multiple round games over a course of competition. And it kind of hardens your team and prepares you for those regional and national competitions that you're used to playing at that level. And we're lucky to have that in the state of Maryland. It's been a tradition here of high-level soccer for a long time, and I think it's no coincidence that if you're able to get out of Maryland, you're ready for the next level at regionals. And if you're able to get at regionals, you're ready for the next level at nationals. And most of that is because along the way you're playing a fantastic competition.
So you've had a long history of success, really, as a coach, and you've done a phenomenal job. Talk a little bit about, because I think a lot of the teams in our state would be interested to know, what do you do as far as preparation for this particular competition?
Yeah, well, it's a different competition, right? I think so many times now kids are playing friendlies and showcases where, which is all great, and you're set up to identify kids or to put them in front of college coaches or put them in good situations. But the unique thing about the State Cup is it's a knockout competition. You're trying to advance along. There's something at the end. There's a prize at the end, and I, for one, am a huge fan of that. So it's something we talk about. We talk about the difference there. We talk about the intense focus that needs to be there, both in a game trying to play into the tournament or the state final or whatever it is. They're all equally important games. So it's a different mindset. I think our kids relish that and are able to perform, but it's something we talk about, and we try to, number one, make it in their mind for the entire year and make it a conscious thought, but then also understand that when you get to April and you get to May, things ramp up, and you're going to have to be playing your best soccer. You're going to have to be competing at the highest level. And you have to do things you probably didn't do in September and October to try to get through. So it's obviously the training habits and how you're preparing your team and when you're looking to ramp those things up. But I think it's also having those discussions with players and making sure that they understand the importance of the competition.
So you bring up a really great point about showcases, and they're really prevalent now, especially in the older age groups. It's really amazing to see what players that step up in those situations when it's on the line, what teams step up, because you really can't tell, unfortunately, nowadays in a lot of the competitions that we play in.
Yeah. Obviously, there's fantastic showcases both in state and Maryland and around the country that are an important part for kids to be identified. We all understand that. But I also think that unless you're put into competitive situations, situations that are either going to advance you or take you out of a competition, how can you expect kids to understand that? So we try to put our players in as many competitive atmospheres as we can, so that they're used to that. And I think it teaches lessons, obviously, both in soccer and in life, that some things are important and you need to be able to perform at that time. And I think it builds character. So I think there's no better competition to show that than the Maryland State Cup. And like I said, our coaching staff, our players, we feel privileged to play in Maryland. We feel privileged to play in the state competition. And to be honest, we look forward to it all year because of the meaningful nature of those games.
So last question. What was it like last year winning the national championship, especially with some boys that you had known for a really long time and you guys had been together? That had to be special.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was just looking back at some of the videos while we were waiting around, and all those feelings kind of come flooding back to you. It wasn't that long ago, but obviously a lot happens over a few months, and I don't want to say you forget, but all those feelings, I felt like it was just yesterday after watching that video and winning. Number one, it's always great at the end of the year to have all the work you've put into the competition or to your team pay off. So that doesn't matter what age you're talking about there, but obviously the McGuire Cup is a special trophy. We understand the history there. It's the longest standing trophy in youth sports. It's the end of a youth career, right? So you're building up to it. I'd never been a part of a McGuire Cup champion as a player or a coach until last year. And I thought I knew how special that would feel, but honestly, I underestimated it. It was a fantastic feeling, and especially for those kids. They'd been close for 2 years previous under Brian Rowland as their coach. Guys that, as you said, I coached through the youth ranks, through high school sports, and got to know really well. And they're a team that wanted to finish it off the right way, both representing the state, the region, representing our club. And they were really focused that week. And as I said in the video, I'm not sure we played our best soccer, but they were a tough, gritty group that was able to find ways to win under difficult circumstances, and it felt great because I know the work they put in.
It's funny because I was at Frisco, Texas last year with you guys, and the teams you played in were good. And so to win that championship is really an accomplishment for you guys. So listen, thanks for coming today. Good luck to you guys this year in the State Cup and hopefully regionals and nationals.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all the work you do in MSYSA. I think a lot of times it goes, it doesn't go as acknowledged as much as it should, the work you guys put in behind the scenes to run these competitions and make sure it's an excellent format with great fields, and we're just appreciative to be part of it. So thank you.
Thanks. So listen, we'll be right back after this short video about the regional tournament from last year where Maryland dominated at that particular event.
It's super exciting. We still can't believe it that we actually made it here.
It's very difficult. You're playing against the best teams in the Eastern region, all from the 13 states. When you play the best, you can up and develop for the next level, which is obviously college soccer, collegiate level.
Today, that was just a battle. Two good teams kind of playing at a high level, and it's a game that can go either way. We've played a number of these teams, and every game we played was, you know, for the most part, 1 or 2 goal difference because every team is so good.
It's always difficult competition here, the Eastern Regional Championships. You got to play your best.
Scouts watching this stuff. I mean, even this weekend, you could see them flying around. Some guy came to watch a couple of our players today. That's what we're aiming for. That's the development. It's all part of the development moving forward. And hopefully, we can all play at the next level.
It's just that war, you know, in between the lines, and the girls just battled. The competition is obviously very, very high, but this group has come together really, really well just over the past, you know, 2-3 months, and I'm just so proud of everything they've done.
The weather here is hot. It's going to be hot in Texas, so hopefully we're well prepared for that.
It's been a really, really long, grueling push, but at the same time, it was worth every piece of it.
We've been to regionals the last 3 years, and this is the first time we made it to the finals and we won it. It feels great.
This team's been working to become regional champions for, you know, the better part of the past year. We've kind of had that as a goal and a focus, and you know, to go to Texas to be able to play for a national championship is just something that you dream of as a coach, and you dream of as a team.
Welcome back. Really quick, we just had our first winner of a prize for the answers. Tyler Smith from the Davidsonville Dynamite was the first winner of today's prize. So again, keep looking for the questions and then send us a response and win a great prize from MSYSA. Now we are going to go over some of the rules and logistics for this year's tournament. First of all, the State Cup dates. The locations of the play-in games are held in March, and teams can host those games, but they must be able to hold at least 2 games at one site. Also, in addition, the games must be held on turf fields. The 2 teams would communicate with each other to confirm a date and hopefully a home field. The following age groups will have play-in games this year. The girls U14, and then the boys U17 down to U13 all will need to have play-in games for this year. All round of 16, the semifinals, and the finals will be played at the Maryland Soccerplex, one of the great complexes in the entire country. Also this year, the girls and boys, both quarterfinals, will be played on a weekend in Salisbury as listed here. Teams that advance will need to book hotel rooms through a link on MSYSA websites to get hotels in Salisbury. The competition format is the same as last year. Single elimination with the exception of the quarterfinal round, which will be round robin. The 12U through 16U will play 3 games on the quarterfinal weekend. The U17 through U19 will still only play 1 game per day on those weekends. The top 2 teams from each group advance from the quarterfinal round into the semifinal round. This year, as far as the fees, the referees are still paid in cash on the field before the match by each team. Your registration fee, which has already been paid, includes the first match fee. Each additional match would cost a team $175, which this year can be paid either with a credit card online before the match date or at the site by credit card or check. We found that this procedure last year, or process, worked much better because teams that advanced would then pay additional fees and teams that unfortunately lost would not have to. One of the things that we have found really successful for the past 4 years is the teams having the ability to put in a conflict form as far as issues that they have for their team. Please pay particular attention to the closing date to submit conflicts for each round. This is really important. Competition will be held on both Saturdays and Sundays, with Sunday as the primary playing date. My suggestion to all the teams is to schedule your league games on Saturday and then play your cup games on Sunday. And again, you will check in 1 hour before each game time at the site, and your whole team must be there for the check-in. Like last year, Maryland is hoping to receive many wild cards to send additional teams to regionals. This year, the wild cards will be announced at the beginning of April. So all runner-ups should be prepared to attend regionals if given the opportunity to represent our state. The last item on this particular part of the program, the suspension list. Please note that any player or coach that was red carded from last MSYSA State Cup game last year and their team did not advance to regionals must sit out the first cup game of this year. Please check the list carefully, currently on the MSYSA website. As was the case last year, players sent off during a match can remain on the bench unless deemed by the referee to be an issue, in which case they were removed by the MSYSA representative. If a player is in suspension during that game, they cannot be in uniform and cannot be on the bench area per our Maryland State Cup rules. This year we have 3 new rules. Number 1, in the 13U bracket, they can now have up to 22 players on their roster. Last year they were limited to 18. In the 15 and the 16U, even though we used this last year, we made it official, and that is unlimited substitution during the quarterfinal round only when teams play multiple games on the same day. The last rule, and this is a significant rule change for our state, and it mimics the regional rule, which I think was very successful. If a player is suspected on suffering a head injury, they may be substituted out of the match for evaluation without the substitution counting against the team's total number of allowed substitutions during each half or overtime period. Simply put, a player can be taken off the field to be evaluated. The player then, if they receive clearance from the on-site trainer, they may re-enter the match during that half or overtime. The substitute who entered for him would come out of the game. The temporary substitute would come out of the game, and that substitute can then re-enter as a regular substitution anytime during that half or overtime. The only caveat to this rule is a team must have a substitute available to be able to make this change and to use this rule. Additional rule reminders, and this is particularly important for the early games in March and April. Leggings and undershirts. Last year we simplified it to basically say that the home team wears white and the visiting team wears black in those instances. Again, the U12 will play 9v9 with a roster limit of 16 players. Transfers. Remember again, there is a limit of 5 transfers. That's the maximum. Transfers do not count if they come within the same club. They do not count, only from outside clubs. Teams and players can only participate in 1 State Cup competition per year. Teams that lose in the play-in round can also participate in the President's Cup. No additional registration fee is required to do that. The winning team will submit match reports to the state representative after each game at the site that they're playing at. Players on approved roster, but not on the game roster, can be on the team bench, but not in uniform, with the exception again of the suspended players. Again, to be clear about this rule, if your team has 19 to 22 players on their roster, only 18 can actually dress for each game. The additional players, again, can be on the bench, but cannot be in uniform. And a reminder again, the home team will wear the lighter colored jerseys and socks. The visiting team wears contrasting or darker. If there is a conflict between the two, the home team will change. All games that are tied will play overtime again this year, and then, if still tied, FIFA kicks from the penalty mark, if needed, will be used. The only exception to that is the quarterfinal round robin, where those games will end in regulation. No alcoholic beverages or smoking is permitted at any of our game sites. Substitutions in U12 through U14 is unlimited. U15 through U19, remember they cannot return during that same or half of play or overtime, with the exception of the round-robin games on the same day for the 15U and 16U age groups, and the new rule that we put in regarding concussion. In addition, there will be an awards presentation at each of the finals. The state will retain the perpetual trophies. Teams will be given medals and a coaching plaque at the conclusion. Now again, we'll be right back after watching this next video.
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work.
Welcome back. Again, I think they just put on another question for a prize. I know some of you are waiting for the prize where we have an all-expense paid trip to the Bahamas. That will be later in the broadcast, so make sure you keep watching. The next part we're going to go over is the State Cup roster and how to edit your Cup roster for this year. This section is completely different from last year. You will be creating/editing your roster in the Stack Sports system. This is a very important note. If you are unable to complete the final steps for adding a player, or if a player is flagged in the system, the individual manager may not have permission to complete this depending on the club that your team comes from. If you have questions regarding your rosters, please contact your club administrator and they can certainly assist you. The process now for this year, as far as the State Cup rosters. The primary team contact will log into Stack Sports through the Club League Connect portal. You would then click on the blue Events tab at the top left of the club homepage. You would then navigate to the correct team using the folder tree on the left-hand side, and then once you have clicked on the selected team, look for Leagues and Tournament section and click Manage Roster. To add a Club Pass player, just scroll to the bottom of the player list and select Add a Player. Fill in the first and last name, the full name, fill in the birth date field, and enter the jersey number. The information will auto-populate as long as the information is accurate in the Stack Sports system. You can follow the instructions on the screen to print a State Cup roster. All of this information will also be available on the MSYSA State Cup website. Now moving on to roster freeze dates. This year we've changed the competition a little bit in the fact that the National Championship Series actually begins at the round of 16. It does not begin during the play-in rounds. So therefore, the roster freeze date is the same for all girls U12 through U18, which will be April 3rd, and all boys U12 through U18, which is April the 10th. For play-in games, we will use the league roster that was currently in the Stack Sports system, but teams that advance to the round of 16 will still be able to make changes until the freeze date occurs. And again, this will be our last break. We'll be right back with a chance to actually do the State Cup draw. Oh, and I forgot to mention on the trip to the Bahamas, you're going to have to actually take the State Cup director with you. So I wanted to make that clear as far as the winner was concerned. Now let's get into the main portion of the program, the individual age group draws. Please remember that there is a possibility, except for the U12, of 4 seeded teams from the previous year. The champion, the runner-up, and the semifinalists, but that team must have at least 51% returning to their roster from last year. So now let's go to the first group, the 12U girls. They have 11 teams in this particular age group, no seeded teams since it is a new age group to the competition. And now let's go to Carrie and to Flo for the actual draw.
Team number 1, Bethesda Soccer Club, Academy Blue, 07. Team number 2, Maryland Rush Montgomery, Coyotes Blue, 07. Team number 3, OPSA Magic, 07. Team number 4, Maryland United, FC 2007 Red. Team number 5, Potomac Soccer, Blue, 07. Team number 6, Soccer Association of Columbia, Girls 2007 Premier Blue. Team number 7, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2007 Girls Pre-Academy. Team number 8, Maryland Rush, Coyotes Gold, 07. Team number 9, Baltimore Celtics Soccer Club, 2007 Fury. Team number 10, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros, 07. And team number 11, PPA, Player Progression Academy, 2007 Green.
Thanks again to Flo and to Carrie. Just as a reminder, in the 12U girls, again, they had 11 teams currently. We just had the draw. Their freeze date is April the 3rd. The round of 16 will be April 6th and 7th. So if you look at the brackets here, you can see that the three games on the left, those teams will play the first weekend at the Soccerplex. The Bethesda Academy Blue, the Maryland United Red, the Potomac Blue, the Coyotes Blue, and OPSA Magic will be advancing into the quarterfinal round the last weekend in April in Salisbury. So those teams can go ahead and start making their reservations through the link on the MSYSA website for their hotel rooms. Also, John Rieger recently just provided the correct answer to the second MSYSA prize. So congratulations to a longtime member of our association, John Rieger, for answering that question. Now let's move to the U12 boys. Again, in the U12 boys, they have 15 teams. And again, same as the last group, no seeded teams since it's a new age group, so we will actually bring out all 15 teams to be announced.
Team number 1, Achilles Football Club, FC07. Team number 2, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2007 Boys Pre-Academy. Team number 3, Central Carroll Soccer Club, Strikers. Team number 4, Baltimore Union Soccer Club, Elite 07. Team number 5, Player Progression Academy, 2007 Green. Team number 6, Bethesda Soccer Club, Blue 07. Team number 7, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 07. Team number 8, Maryland United, FC 2007 Premier. Team number 9, Potomac Soccer Association, Blue 07. Team number 10, Brazza United Football Club, Blue 07. Team number 11, Tacoma Park Soccer Club, Tacoma Revolution, Blue 2007. Team number 12, Soccer Association of Columbia, Boys 2007, Premier Blue. Team number 13, Go Premier Soccer, Blue 07. Team number 14, Next Level Soccer Limited, NLS Ajax 07 White. Team number 15, Baltimore Celtic, Central 2007.
Do a recap of the 12U boys for the State Cup draw. Again, they had 15 teams in their particular bracket. Their freeze date is April the 10th for all of their teams. And then the round of 16 will be played at the Soccerplex on the weekend of April 13th and 14th, with those teams advancing to the quarterfinals on May 4th and 5th in Salisbury. Now we can take a look at the bracket for this year for the U12 boys. Please note that there are 7 games played on the weekend of April 13th and 14th, with the Achilles FC advancing automatically to the quarterfinals in Salisbury. So again, that particular team can go ahead and make reservations on the MSYSA website for their hotels for that weekend. Now we're moving on to the 13U girls. This year their competition has 12 teams, and we have the following teams are seeded. The Montgomery Rush Coyotes, state champions, are first. The runner-up SAC Premier Blue are seeded second, and the Baltimore Union Elite are seeded third as one of the semifinalists. The DC Stoddard Blue Metros unfortunately did not meet continuity for this particular age group. So we begin with the 4th seeded team in our draw.
Fourth team is Towson United Thunder. Fifth team is Premier Soccer 2006 Navy. Sixth team, Bethesda Soccer Club, Rapids 06. Seventh team, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 06. Eighth team, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2006 Girls Pre-Academy. Ninth team, Maryland United, 2006 ECNL. Tenth team, Ellicott City Soccer Club, 2006 Girls Black. Eleventh team, FC Frederick, FC 06. Twelfth team, Next Level Soccer, Athena 06 White.
And again, that concludes the draw for the 13U girls. Again, they had 12 teams in this particular bracket. Their freeze date is April 3rd, very important. Their round of 16 at the Soccerplex will be held April 6th and 7th, with those teams advancing to the quarterfinals in Salisbury on the weekend of April 27th and 28th. So if you look at the bracket that now is on your screen, there will be 4 games on the first weekend in April, with the Montgomery Rush Coyote Blues, Towson United, the Sac Premier Blue, and the Baltimore Union Elite advancing to the quarterfinal round, again being played the last weekend in April in Salisbury. So you can go ahead and start making reservations through the link on the MSYSA website. Now moving on to the 13U boys. This year they have 21 teams in their bracket. The 2 semifinalists from last year have continuity, so Potomac Blue and TFC Gold are seeded for this year's event. FC USA and Pipeline Pre-Academy did not meet the 51% continuity. So for the 13U boys, we will begin with the 3rd seed.
Team number 3 is Brazza United, Blue 06. Team number 4, Go Premier Soccer, Blue 06. Team number 5, Champions United Soccer Academy, 06. Team number 6, Player Progression Academy, 2006 Green. Team number 7, FC USA 2006 boys. Team number 8, Baltimore Celtic 2006. Team number 9, St. Mary's Soccer, Scorpions Premier. (2010) Next Level Soccer, NLS Ajax. And now we're at team number 11 for the U13 boys, FC Frederick, FCF 06. Team number 12, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 06. Team number 13, Bethesda Soccer Club, Blue 06. Team number 14, Calvert Soccer Association, 06B United. Team number 15, Pipeline Soccer Club, Boys Pre-Academy 06. Team number 16, Tacoma Park Soccer Club, Dreamers Juventus. Team number 17, Ellicott City Soccer Club, 2006, Boys Black. Team number 18, Maryland Rush Montgomery, 06, Thunder. Team number 19, Coppermine Soccer Club, CSC 06 Academy. Team number 20, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2006 Ortiz. Number 21, Maryland United Football Club, 2006 ECNL.
Okay, and that concludes the 13U boys. Sorry for the delay there in the middle of the draw. We had to ice down Carrie's left elbow as she's been twirling the turner around and over again. So again, we want to give her a little extra time to get her elbow okay. So U13 boys, 21 teams. Remember, their freeze date is April the 10th, and that their play-in games will be held in March, with a round of 16 being scheduled for April 13th and 14th at the Soccerplex. Again, and if we look at their bracket, this is our first of our large brackets. The games, there are 5 games on the left that will be played in March. Tacoma Dreamers versus the Boys Black, the Bethesda Blue versus Baltimore Celtic Ortiz, the DC Blue Metros versus Maryland United, the Boys Pre-Academy from Pipeline versus Maryland Rush Gray, and the Calvert United versus the Infantel from CUSA. Again, those games we played in March as a play-in game. And then they will join the other teams into the round of 16 at the Soccerplex on the second weekend in April. Now we're moving on to the 14U girls. This is the only girls group that we actually will have a play-in game for this year because they have 17 teams in their bracket. The two finalists from last year, the champion Baltimore Celtic Elite and the Pipeline Pre-Academy, are the two seeded teams for this year's competition. The DC Stoddard Blue Metros and the SAC Premier Blue unfortunately did not meet the 51% continuity rule. So again, let's now go to the 14U girls bracket draw.
Team number 3, Premier Soccer Club, Girls 2005, Navy. Team number 4, Calvert Soccer Association, CSA 05, Warriors. Team number 5, MSI 2005, Academy White. Team number 6, Player Progression Academy 2005, Green. Team number 7, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 05. Team number 8, Washington Capital FC 05, Blue Caps. Team number 9, FC Frederick 05. Team number 10, Maryland United FC 2005, ECNL. Team number 11, Bethesda Soccer Club, Rowdies 05. Team number 12, Freedom Soccer Club, FSC Dynamite, Red. Team number 13, Soccer Association of Columbia, 2005, Girls Premier Blue. Team number 14, Maryland Rush Montgomery, 05, Coyotes, Layton. Team number 15, Hartford FC United, 05, Spirit. Team number 16, Ellicott City Soccer Club, 2005, Girls, Black. And team number 17, Maryland Rush, Rush 05 girls.
That concludes our draw for the 14U girls, which included 17 teams in this year's competition. Again, the freeze date is April the 3rd. There will be one play-in game during March, with the winner of that game meeting the rest of the 15 teams in the round of 16 at the Soccerplex on the first weekend in April, which is April 6th and 7th. This competition will tend to be really good in this particular age group as we move forward. Again, that's the 14U girls. Here again is a copy of the bracket, which shows that the girls black will play Rush 05 in the play-in round. The winner of that game will then meet Baltimore Celtic Victoria Elite in the round of 16 at the Soccerplex in April. And now we're moving on to the 14U boys competition, which includes 23 teams this year. 3 teams are seeded: the Baltimore Celtic Elite, the Ellicott City Black, and the FC Frederick teams. Unfortunately, the FC USA team did not meet continuity, so we will begin this with the 4th seed in this particular draw.
Team number 4, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2005 North Wagner. Team number 5, Bethesda Soccer Club, Blue 05. Team number 6, Thunder SC, 2005 Boys PSG. Team number 7, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 05. Team number 8, St. Mary's Soccer, Bombers Premier. Team number 9, Maryland United, 2005 ECNL. Team number 10, Player Progression Academy, 2005 Green. Team number 11, Washington Capital FC, 05 Blue. Team number 12, Olney Boys and Girls, Rangers Blue. Team number 13, Soccer Association of Columbia, Boys 2005 Premier White. Team number 14, Potomac Soccer Association, blue, 05. Team number 15, Waldorf Soccer, 05 boys, orange. Team number 16, Premier Soccer Club, boys, 2005, navy. Team number 17, Brazza United, Club Blue, 05. Team number 18, Next Level Soccer, Ajax 05. Team number 19, FC USA 2005 boys. Team number 20, Arundel Soccer Association, ASA Liverpool, 05 Academy. Team number 21, Soccer Association of Columbia, 2005 Premier Blue. Team number 22, Go Premier Soccer, Blue 05. And team number 23, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2005, Boys Pre-Academy.
So again, that concludes our draw for the 14U boys, which included this year 23 teams. Remembering again that their freeze date is April 10th. Their play-in games will be held in March, with the round of 16, the teams advancing, being played the weekend of April 13th and 14th at the Soccerplex. Please note that in this particular age group, all of the games on the round of 32 are play-in games and will be played in March, where the teams will determine the date and hopefully the field where those games will be played. They would include the Premier Navy and Brazza Blue, the Premier White and ASA Arundel Liverpool, the Olney Rangers Blue versus the SAC Premier Blue, the Waldorf Boys Orange versus Next Level Ajax, Tacoma Park Green versus Pipeline Pre-Academy, Potomac Blue versus FC USA, and the Blue versus the Blue in the bottom of the bracket. Those teams will then advance to the Sweet 16 or the round of 16 at the Soccerplex in April. And again now, let's move on to the 15U girls division. There are 15 teams in this particular division. The Baltimore Union Elite and the Pipeline Pre-Academy are seeded for the competition. The Bethesda Force and the SAC Premier Club did not meet continuity for this year. So we will begin with seed number 3.
Team number 3, Arundel Soccer Association, ASA Liverpool, 04 Academy. Team number 4, Calvert Soccer Association, 04 Girls, Fury. Team number 5, Soccer Association of Columbia, 2004 Premier Blue. Team number 6, Maryland United Football Club, 2004 Premier. Team number 7, Soccer Association of Columbia, 2004 Girls Premier White. Team number 8, Maryland Rush Montgomery, 04 Girls Reign Premier. Pierre. Team number 9, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2004 Elite, Oppenheimer. Team number 10, Bethesda Soccer Club, Elite, 04. Team number 11, Calvert Soccer Association, 04 Girls, Cyclones. Team number 12, FC Frederick, 04. Team number 13, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros, 04. Team number 14, Old Line Football Club, Blitz, 04 Black. And team number 15, Freedom Soccer Club, Firestorm Red.
So that includes the U15 girls bracket for this year, which included 15 teams. Again, the freeze date for the 15U girls is April the 3rd. Their round of 16, we played the first weekend in April at the Soccerplex. In this particular division, as you can see here, all teams, with the exception of the Baltimore Union Elite, will be playing in the Sweet 16 at the Soccerplex the first weekend in April. The Baltimore Elite will now advance automatically to the quarterfinal round in Salisbury the last weekend in April, and can go ahead and again go onto the website, the MSYSA website, and use the link to reserve their hotel rooms at this point. Now we're moving on to the U15 boys, which this year has 21 teams. The Potomac Blue is the first seed. FC USA is the second seed. Next Level Ajax are seeded number 3. Unfortunately, the Baltimore Celtic Premier did not meet the 51% continuity and will be entered into the regular draw. So now we start with seed number 4 in the 15U boys.
Team number 4, Ellicott City, 2004, boys, black. Team number 5, Maryland United Football Club, 2004, ECNL. Team number 6, Olney Boys and Girls Club, Rangers, blue. Team number 7, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2004 South, Alshey. Team number 8, Bethesda Soccer Club, blue, 04. Team number 9, Bethesda Soccer Club, green, 04. Team number 10, St. Mary's Soccer, United. Team number 11, FC Frederick, 04. Team number 12, Brazza United Football Club, blue, 04. Team number 13, Soccer Association of Columbia, boys, 04, BA, pre-academy. Team number 14 is Pipeline Soccer Club, 2004 boys, pre-academy. Number 15, Arundel Soccer Association, ASA, Real Barza, 04. Team number 16, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2004, Appleby. Team number 17, Pachuca Football Club, Pachuca Dragons, 04. Team number 18, Bowie Youth Soccer Academy, Boys U15 Elite. Team number 19, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 04. Team number 20, Football Club Millennium, Tigress U15. And team number 21, Greater Severna Park Athletic Association, Surge 2004.
So that includes the U15 boys state cup draw for this year, which included 21 teams. Again, they will have play-in games in March with the freeze date for all teams April the 10th and the round of 16 being held on the weekend of April 13th and 14th at the Soccerplex. As you can see on the bracket in front of you, the Baltimore Celtic Appleby will play Pachuca Dragons. The Sac Pre-Academy will play the Tigers. Braza Blue will play Severna Park Surge. The Arundel Real Barza will play the Elite. And the Pipeline Pre-Academy will play DC Stoddard Blue Metros in the play-in rounds in March. So now we will go on to the U16 girls draw. They have 16 teams in the division this year. And for the first time, all 4 teams from last year are seeded. The first seed is the Maryland United Premier, the winners. The runner-ups are the second seed, DC Stoddard Blue Metros. The Baltimore Union Elite are the third seed, and the OPSA Magic are now seeded 4th. So as we begin for this particular division, we'll start with the 5th seed for the 16U girls division.
Team number 5, FC Frederick 03. Team number 6, Potomac Soccer Association, Blue 03. Team number 7, St. Mary's Soccer, SMS Power. Team number 8, Bethesda Soccer Club, Legacy 03. Team number 9, Baltimore Union Soccer Club, Select 03. Team number 10, Premier Soccer Club, Girls 03, Navy. Team number 11, Greater Severna Park, Black Thunder 03. Team number 12, Freedom Soccer Club, Blast Red. Team number 13, Hartford FC United, 03 blue. Team number 14, Maryland Rush Montgomery, blue, 03 Rampage. Team number 15, Baltimore Celtic Soccer Club, 2003 Howell. Team number 16, Soccer Association of Columbia, Girls 2003 Premier Blue.
So that includes the U16 girls draw, which included this year's 16 teams. That means that all 16 teams will be playing the weekend of April 6th and 7th in the round of 16 at the Soccerplex, which in the winners of those games advancing to the quarterfinals at Salisbury. So again, here is a look at the bracket, teams 1 through 16 as it appears in the first round, which is the round of 16, the first weekend in April. And now we're moving on to the U16 boys. This is the largest group that we have ever had in State Cup. It includes 32 teams, which means that every team in this group must participate in a play-in game. The following teams have been seeded. The first seed is the defending champions, the FC USA. Second seed are the runner-ups, the Baltimore Celtic Premier. Third seed is Future Monarchs. And the fourth seed is the Tacoma Park Friends United. So now we're going to move on to the U16 boys draw for, and we will start with seed number 5.
Team number 5, Lutherville Timonium Soccer Club, 2003 green. Team number 6, Bethesda Soccer Club, blue, 03. Team number 7, Maryland United Football Club, 2003 ECNL. Team number 8, FC Frederick, 03 boys. Team number 9, Maryland United Football Club, 2003 Premier. Team number 10, Go Premier Soccer, blue, 03. Team number 11, Olney Boys and Girls Club, Rangers, blue. Team number 12, High Performance Soccer Club, the Wolverines, 03. Team number 13, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2003 Boys West. Team number 14, Baltimore Union Soccer Club, Elite 03. Team number 15, Next Level Soccer, Ajax 03 White. Team number 16 is DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 03. Team number 17, St. Mary's Soccer, Warriors. Team number 18, Bethesda Soccer Club, Pre-Academy 2003. Team number 19, Champions United Soccer Academy, Cadet. Team number 20, Soccer Association of Columbia, Boys 2003, Premier Blue. Team number 21, Bowie Youth Soccer Academy, Boys U16. Team number 22, Next Level Soccer Limited, Ajax 03 Red. Team number 23, Washington Capital FC, Vipers FC. Team number 24, Shore FC, Shore FC Black. Team number 25, Pachuca Football Club, Pachuca Dragons 03. Team number 26, Arundel Soccer Association, ASA FC Athletico Juvenile 03. Mouthful. Team number 27, Barcelona USA Maryland, Barcelona USA 03 Boys. Team number 28, Brazza United Football Club, Blue 03. Team number 29, Laurel Soccer Club, Lions White, 2003. Team number 30 is Pipeline Soccer Club, 2003, Boys, Pre-Academy. Team number 31, Baltimore Bays Soccer Club, Baltimore Bays, 03. And team number 32, Alliance Soccer Club, 03, Premier Boys.
And that includes our largest group ever for the Maryland Cup, the U16 boys, which had 32 teams. Again, that means that all teams in this age group will be participating in play-in games during the month of March, with the winners of those games advancing to the round of 16 at the Soccerplex the weekend of April 13th and 14th. Please note, if you look at this, again, you can see the round of 32 matchups. On the left, there are some outstanding first round games that will be played in this particular age group. Again, just to remind people as we go down, scroll down the bracket, which is huge, please note that for the play-in games, the two teams will get together and determine a date on which they are able to play the game. And then they'll hopefully come up with a field to play the game at. But remember again, it must be a turf field, and it must be a situation where they can play at least 2 games back to back so that we can have referee coverage. Again, before we go on to the next group, I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that the accounting firm of Heppelfinger, Brimmer, and Egan are responsible for all of the results from today's draw. So if there are any questions regarding that, please see our official accounting firm regarding those results. And now we're moving on to the U17 girls. There are 14 teams in this particular age group. The following teams are seeded. The Pipeline Pre-Academy is the first seed. The second seed is SAC Premier Blue. The third seed is the Maryland United Premier. And the MRM Dragons are seeded 4th. So in this particular age group, we will start with seed number 5.
All right. Team number 5, Pipeline Soccer Club, 2002, girls, black. Team number 6, FC USA, 2002, girls, bunky. Team number 7, Baltimore Union Soccer Club, Elite 02. Team number 8, Davidsonville Athletic Association, 2002, Black Elite. Team number 9, Potomac Soccer Association, Blue 02. Team number 10, Hartford FC United, Blue Thunder. Team number 11, FC USA, 2002 Girls, Palma. Team number 12, Baltimore Celtics Soccer Club, 2002, Delmont. Team number 13, Bethesda Soccer Club, Freedom, 02. And team number 14, FC Frederick, FCF, 02.
So that includes the U17 girls draw for this year, which included 14 teams. Again, their round of 16 is the weekend of April 6th and 7th at the Soccerplex. With the quarterfinals, the teams winning that weekend, the quarterfinals advancing to Salisbury on the last weekend in April. Please note that Pipeline, the seeded teams of Pipeline Pre-Academy and SAC Premier Blue have automatically advanced to the quarterfinal round the last weekend in Salisbury, so they can go ahead and make reservations through the link on the MSYSA website. The other games to the left, those 6 games we played on the first weekend in April at the Soccerplex. And now we're advancing to the U17 boys, which this year has 23 teams. The following teams are seeded for this year. The first seed, defending champion Brasa Blue. The second seed, which is the runner-up, FC Frederick. The third seed is Pipeline Pre-Academy. And the fourth seed in this particular age group is the Baltimore Celtic. Those teams are seeded. So we will begin with the 5th seeded team in the U17 boys.
Team number 5, Soccer Association of Columbia, 2002 SAC BA Pre-Academy. Team number 6, World Class Premier, 2002. Team number 7, Washington Capital FC, 02B Blue. Team number 8 is Arundel Soccer Association, Athletico Juvenil, 02. I spelled it. Team number 9, Future Soccer Club, Future Monarchs, 02. Team number 10, Brazza United Club, Yellow, 02. Team number 11, St. Mary's Soccer, Showcase. Team number 12, Next Level Soccer, Ajax, 02. Team number 13, Tacoma Park Soccer Club, Tacoma Park Friends United. Team number 14 is Maryland United. Maryland United FC 02 ECNL. Team number 15, Potomac Soccer Association, Blue 02. Team number 16, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 02. Team number 17 is Bethesda Soccer Club, Blue 02. Team number 18 is Olney Boys and Girls Club, Rangers Blue. Team number 19 is Bowie Youth Soccer Academy, Boys U17. Team number 20 is Achilles Football Club, Achilles FC 02. Team number 21, Arundel Soccer Association, Liverpool 02 Academy. Team number 22, Maryland Rush Montgomery, Blue 02 Boys Gomez. Team number 23, Lutherville Timonium Soccer Club, 2002 Green.
So that includes the U17 boys draw for this year, which included 23 teams. Again, the play-in games will be held in March, with the teams agreeing to a date that both teams can play at. The winners of those games will then advance to the round of 16, which is the weekend of April 13th and 14th at the Soccerplex as we move forward. Again, for the 17 boys, here is the bracket. You can see the teams on the left will have the play-in games, which include DC Stoddard Blue Metros, Tacoma Park Friends versus Achilles, Next Level versus Arundel Liverpool, Potomac Blue against Olney Rangers Blue, Brazos United Yellow versus Lutherville Timonium Green, and Maryland United versus the BYSA Boys 17. Again, those are your play-in games, will be played in March before advancing to the round of 16. Now we're down to the last two groups for this year's draw. The U18 girls have 10 teams in their bracket. The following three teams are seeded. The first seed is Premier Navy FC, which is the team also that is qualified for the national tournament. Second seed are the runner-up FC Frederick girls. The third seed is the Bethesda Storm. So we will start with the fourth seed in the 18U girls.
Team number 4, Maryland Rush Montgomery, 01 Girls Warriors Diaz. Team number 5 is the Soccer Association of Columbia, 2001 Premier Blue. Team number 6, Hartford FC United, Blue Thunder. Team number 7, Baltimore Celtic, 2001 Central, Moeller. Team number 8, FC Girondins de Bordeaux, Center of Excellence, Blue 01. Team number 9, DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 01. And team number 10, Calvert Soccer Association, 01 Girls, Wolves.
That includes our U18 girls draw, which included 10 teams. Again, there will be 2 games played on April 6th and 7th at the Soccerplex, with all the remaining teams advancing to the quarterfinal rounds in Salisbury the weekend of April 27th and 28th. So again, the Center of Excellence will play DC Stoddard Blue Metros, and Baltimore Celtic will play Calvert Wolves. Those games will be the first weekend in April. The Premier Navy Girls, Maryland Rush Blue Warriors, Sac Premier Blue, FC Frederick, Bethesda Storm, and Hartford Blue Thunder have already advanced to the girls' quarterfinals the last weekend in Salisbury. And again, those teams can go ahead and make their hotel reservations on the MSYSA link. And now our last group as we move on to the U18 boys, which include 14 teams for this year. The U18 boys, the seeded teams. First seed is the defending champion and regional champion Albany Rangers Blue. The second seed are the runner-up Baltimore Celtic. And the third seed is the Pipeline Pre-Academy. So we begin with the 4th seed.
Team number 4, Maryland Independent Elite 2001. Team number 5, Maryland Rush Montgomery, Blue 01 Nero Harvey. And team number 6, Baltimore Bays Soccer Club, the Colts. And team number 7 is Maryland Independent Elite 2001, number 2. Team number 8 is the Toka Juniors FC 2001 Huskies. Team number 9 is Maryland Rush Nero 01 Boys. And team number 10 is Next Level Soccer, Ajax 01. Team number 11 is DC Stoddard, Blue Metros 01. Team number 12 is Bethesda Soccer Club, blue 01. And team number 13 is Pipeline Soccer Club, 2001, boys black. And team number 14, FC Frederick, 01.
And that concludes our State Cup draw here with the U18 boys division, which is 14 teams. Again, their round of 16 will be held the second weekend in April 13th and 14th at the Soccerplex, with their quarterfinals the first weekend in May, the weekend of May 4th and 5th. So as you can see here, the matchups for the sweet round of 16, and with the Albany Rangers blue and the Baltimore Celtic Caranta advancing to the quarterfinals as the seeded teams the first weekend in May in Salisbury. Again, as you can see, this year was our largest year ever with over 240 teams that are into the Maryland State Cup. And again, I want to thank all of you for being a part of our program today. Just a reminder that the U19 girls and boys application deadline is Monday, April 22nd. Their draw will be held on Friday, May 3rd. Again, I wanted to thank everyone for helping out here at the draw today, including Focal Point Productions, which hosted us. Thanks for watching today's program, and good luck to all of the Maryland teams in this year's competition. Thanks, and good afternoon.